Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news tonight, temperatures are dropping on the Sun Coast as we prepare for a major cold blast overnight.
Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with more on what we can expect tonight and tomorrow morning. Bob?
Thanks, Jacqueline and Scott. Yes, a cold night, one of the coldest of the season, it looks like, as temperatures will drop to freezing in most areas, even now toward the coast. Earlier today, that freeze warning had been just east of I-75, but now it's included all of the entire viewing area. A freeze warning, meaning temperatures will drop to freezing or slightly below that for at least a couple of hours, and even more so east of I-75. You saw we had sunshine this morning and in the early afternoon, and the clouds have come in. These are low clouds called stratocumulus clouds as a result of the cold air moving over the relatively warm waters of the Gulf. They kind of pick up that moisture, cool, condense them, and then they move on in. And it looks rather ominous out there, but right now the temperature is expected to be into the 28 to 32 degrees for 5 to 8 hours across the area, more so inland counties, and that freeze warning will stay with us until 9 a.m. So we're expecting freezing temperatures till at least 9, and the wind chill advisory will be extended a little longer than that as a result of those winds out of the north and northeast now up to 10 to 20 miles an hour. It will make it feel anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees for an extended period of time. We'll get below freezing, I think, as far as the feels like temperature goes, as early as 11 o'clock tonight, and then that continues all the way through, say, around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Small craft advisory will remain with us overnight and tomorrow morning. Those winds are strong out of the northwest. Now, that's an important factor. They're out of the northwest now, 25 miles in Anna Maria, but they're going to veer more to the north and possibly even to the northeast, and that will bring in that much colder air all the way toward the coast, and thus the freeze warning extending out toward the barrier islands and along the west coast of Florida and in Sarasota. 20-mile-an-hour wind at Inglewood, Northport at 17. Those winds will stay brisk right through much of the night and tomorrow morning. 52 right now, the dew point 45. That number continues to drop, and the pressure at 30.26. Well, much more in our forecast. Let you know about another chilly night tomorrow night coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you guys.
Okay, Bob, thank you. The weather affecting travelers at the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport.
Nasty weather north of us is causing flight delays and cancellations. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from SRQ with more on those travel issues. Rick?
Yeah, guys, this is what's happening at the Delta counter right now. It's been busy throughout the afternoon. It's kind of tapered off a little bit, and a lot of folks are dealing with many canceled flights. It's certainly been a frustrating day for travelers all around. Between Delta and American, there are about a dozen flights that have been delayed or canceled.
So today it started off early. We saw the impacts on Atlanta at first, then it's moved on to Charlotte. We've had a couple cancellations in Charlotte, and then we had one into Boston. We've had, in addition to those cancellations, we've had lots of delayed flights. So if you're traveling, we ask you to check with your airline before you come to the airport to make sure your flight's on time.
And officials here at SRQ say tomorrow air travel will be a whole lot better, so they're just asking for folks to be patient with all this. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. Shelters will be open again tonight across the area and will reopen tomorrow for those in need as well. The Salvation Army on 10th Street in downtown Sarasota has opened up its front porch, and at 6:30 they'll open up the doors there. Also open tonight, Grace United Methodist Church in Venice and New Hope Community Church on South Biscayne Drive in Northport. In Manatee County, the Salvation Army shelter is also open on 14th Street West in Bradenton.
At the Manatee County Fair, farmers are preparing their livestock for the cold weather. Dairy farmers are making sure that the cattle have extra hay and water overnight when the temperatures drop. They say that's because the animals tend to eat more when it's cold outside. As for the animals at the petting zoo, this cold front will make those animals feel right at home.
We're from southeast Missouri, and right now it's 5 degrees and a foot of snow on the ground at home. My wife called yesterday, and but these animals come down last week. They're used to the cool weather, the cold weather, and you know, 30 degrees is pretty comfortable for them.
Fair staff expect attendance to drop with the recent temperatures, but they are confident those numbers will pick back up with a beautiful weekend ahead.
Pet and plant owners beware. The cold weather could be dangerous. Veterinarians are warning those with outside pets that tonight is the night to bring them inside the house or a garage. A common misconception is that animals have fur coats and are less likely to get cold, but vets say they can suffer from hypothermia easier than a human can. Some plants, especially those that are tropical, may need to be brought in or covered.
The key to making it work is to get it tight, and of course we're fighting the wind. You can't let the cold get up underneath there. You've got to get all your little air pockets out.
Plant experts also suggest watering your plants well before covering them. In other news tonight and new this evening, a Manatee County teacher is arrested accused of having sexual activity with a minor. Detectives arresting 34-year-old Stephen Kempa of Bradenton. Kempa was a teacher at Manatee School for the Arts in Palmetto when this investigation began on January 4th. Detectives say the victim is a 16-year-old girl who is not a student at that school. Kempa is charged with unlawful sexual activity with a minor. The investigation continues, and anyone with information is asked to call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
This week, City of Venice Public Works employees are tackling a major rodent problem in downtown Venice. The city has placed plugs in the drain holes of 20 garbage and cardboard dumpsters in the alleys behind businesses along West Venice Avenue to prevent rats from gaining entry. Today, Public Works staff had replaced 3 dumpsters as well in the area that were beyond repair. Public Works will provide additional drain plugs for dumpsters to any business they may have missed. Business owners can call 941-486-2422 for more information. If downtown businesses have not already, the city urges them to consider the following to help deter rats. Double bag your garbage, make sure dumpster lids are closed, bring in food deliveries from outside as soon as possible, and also consider additional solid waste collections to reduce the rats' food source.
New College of Florida named one of the nation's 200 colleges that pay you back. That's according to a Princeton Review publication. Colleges That Pay You Back is an unranked assessment that covers everything from academics, cost, financial aid to graduation rates, student debt, alumni salaries, and job satisfaction. The review found that New College scored well on all fronts. Yet another honor for New College. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, Floridians who get public assistance may soon face more severe work requirements to keep their benefits.
And how the Florida Highway Patrol is joining the fight against the opioid epidemic. We'll have more on these stories when we come back.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Around the neighborhood or around town, you'll feel good and look even better driving your new Fiat. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. So go big or go small. With prices starting as low as $13,999, you're sure to find a Fiat that fits your style during the Start Something New event, going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Everything all right? Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are.
Floridians getting public assistance would face stricter work requirements to keep their entitlements under a new measure moving through the Florida House. The House Children, Families, and Seniors Subcommittee signed off on a plan that would take away temporary assistance for needy families' benefits for people who do not meet work requirements. State Representative Dane Eagle says that the goal of the bill is to help people find employment and get back on their feet.
For those who refuse to comply, who just don't want to work with us and continue this partnership, there's no reason we should be giving them cash handouts. We want to help people. We want to give them a hand up, not a handout.
The bill would charge food stamp users for new debit cards if they lose theirs more than 5 times a year. Bill supporters say this is an attempt to stop people from selling food stamp debit cards on the black market. The legislation would also expand the list of businesses where food stamp EBT cards are not accepted to include medical marijuana dispensaries, tobacco shops, and tattoo parlors.
The Florida Highway Patrol is now issuing Narcan to troopers in an effort to save lives in the fight against the opioid epidemic. Naloxone, the life-saving drug commonly known by its brand name Narcan, can take just seconds to revive an overdose victim. This week, troopers in Broward, Palm Beach, St. Lucie, Martin, and Indian River counties were the first to be issued Narcan due to the increasing number of overdose deaths in those counties. Now, Narcan will be issued to additional troopers throughout other areas of the state by the end of next month.
The House 72 district debate is official. After weeks of declining to do so, Republican candidate James Buchanan has agreed to debate Democrat Margaret Good and Libertarian Allison Foxall right here on ABC7. It will be the first time all 3 candidates will appear together and answer questions. A Herald Tribune political reporter says Buchanan may have committed to the debate because the race might be closer than originally expected.
I've talked to prominent Republicans who have told me off the record that they thought that making a statement early on in the campaign that they weren't going to do any debates at all was a bit of a misstep, and that maybe they've been getting enough pressure not only from their opponents but from some of their supporters that they needed to get out there in the public a little bit.
So make sure to mark your calendars. That debate will be on Tuesday, January 30th, right here on ABC7 at 7.
A new bill moving through the House would not allow the Florida governor, lieutenant governor, and cabinet members to accept political contributions while the legislature is in session. That bill would put the same fundraising restrictions on the statewide elected officials that are already applied to lawmakers. If an official solicits or accepts political contributions during a session, they would receive a misdemeanor, and a second offense would be a third-degree felony. Governor Rick Scott, who's considering a run for U.S. Senate, raised about $1 million during the 2017 legislative session, and Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam, who's running for governor, raised nearly $2 million.
Okay, well, stay with us. Bob Harrigan will have that chilly first alert weather forecast when we come back.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash.
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
What could be treasure?
Pal's my most advanced android. This is awesome. You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to SaveTheFood.com.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View. You know her as the sexy star of the TV show Dallas, and tomorrow she'll star on our show. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, Audrey Landers joins us to co-host. The movie The Greatest Showman is an award show favorite. We'll talk to a Ringling historian about how true the circus story really is. Plus, a Suncoast family writes a 3-generation book together, and Blue Mangrove is in the kitchen. Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Well, we always say, you know, trust where your information comes from,
Of
right?
course.
Yeah.
That's right, and not all weather apps are the same. Obviously,
Yeah.
promoting ours is that ours is unique and different in that we're allowed to, the meteorologist here, John Scalzi, was doing it this morning, to give alerts when severe weather or disturbed weather is going to be moving in, going to disrupt your plans. So keep that in mind. Also, a lot of these weather apps, you see the hourly forecast, those are all computer generated, so there's no really human eyes that can change those or adjust those because it comes out every hour or so and it makes adjustment. I wanted to show you one that a viewer sent in. Get a look at this. This comes from a weather app. Actually online from a company that has does weather and it has a channel. So you get the picture there. Right there at 6:45, it was showing snow showers. Expected to be at 6:45, and then those snow showers coming to an end. And then look at the temperature down in the bottom right where it says weather app. It has Sarasota at 22 degrees. I can guarantee you that it's not going to be that cold here tomorrow morning, but freezing will not be out of the question for Sarasota. Wind chill factors will be in the 20s, and snow on the ground is a big factor when it comes to how far the cold air will reach us. Now, that cold air continues to spill southward, and when it's on the ground, there's no chance for it to warm up the air mass above it, so it keeps it on the frigid side, and then that moves down northward as a result of this high pressure over Arkansas. That northerly push is going to be more north in time, and that means we're going to see the potential there, again, of freezing temperatures all the way to near the coast. So bring in or cover your sensitive plants. I had an email and just had some social media talking to me. Should I bring my plants in? I live over by Colonial Gables. Yes, I would. Cover them or bring them in, and now that freeze warning has now shifted west of I-75. And if you're going to use a space heater, which is very dangerous, again, make sure it's properly ventilated away from anything that could become flammable throughout the night. If you kick the space heater, obviously that could be a problem if it ignites fires. We see that every year with those. And limit your outdoor pets exposure. The little dog is going to have a tough go tomorrow morning, especially. Well, the satellite and radar combination showing that cold front brought snow earlier to the Panhandle, and a dry cold front settled through here. It is now, for the most part, cleared our area, and it doesn't look like we're going to see any system pop up in the Gulf that would move in when the temperatures get close to freezing here to bring us a chance for snow, because we're going to have mainly northerly wind. But you can see those clouds that have come in right now. Those clouds will clear once those winds turn more to the north, and that happens later on tonight at around 11 o'clock. That shift in a more northerly course will get these clouds out of here and allow that temperature to plummet down to freezing all the way to the coast now. It looks like we could see freezing temperatures. The area in blue has now expanded all the way to the coast. It includes Pinellas, Hillsborough, Manatee, and Sarasota counties now. That freeze warning in effect until 9 a.m. And then we have a dangerous wind chill advisory as well, 20 to 25 degrees east of I-75. It will feel like freezing as early as, I would say, midnight tonight, with the winds blowing as strong as they will. And small craft advisory stays with us until tomorrow morning. Well, here's the overnight forecast hourly, and you can see by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we should be in the low 40s with wind chills right around 32, 33 degrees. And then the temperature continues to drop to near freezing. Now, you'll notice that the duration of freezing temperatures here depicted by this model only about an hour, but I think it could be a few hours near the coast, or at least at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport and places to the south thereof. And then east, we'll see temperatures for maybe 5 to almost 8 hours below freezing east of the interstate. And highs tomorrow will not warm much, only into the low 50s really, with plenty of sunshine around after a very cold start. And then tomorrow night's lows and into Friday morning, we're talking, looks like upper 30s for the most part. So freeze warning expand, wind chills in the mid-20s, cold again Thursday night, Friday morning. Lows tonight will be, again, right around 30 at Port Charlotte, 28 in Northport, 29 in Mayaca City, 29 at Lakewood Ranch, and Sarasota downtown should be right around 31, 32 in Bradenton, and Anna Maria at 35. And currently it is 52 degrees, and the dew point is at 45. Winds out of the north-northwest at 17, and the pressure is on the rise at 30-26. So here we go, cold, and then we'll have highs only in the low to mid-50s tomorrow. Sunshine, plenty of it, 38 to start things off on Friday morning. Could still see some wind chill advisories then. And then we'll warm up to 70s. Back to 70s we go on Saturday, and things really turn around after that into the mid-70s Sunday through Wednesday of next week. We'll be right back after this.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured or arrested, I know this feels like the end of the road, but really it's the beginning of a long, potentially stressful process. So give us a call, let us give you some peace of mind.
Start the year off with big savings during the Start Something New event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get a brand new Jeep Renegade for as little as $15,999. Find the path to your next great adventure in the all-new Jeep Compass for just $18,999. Or be one of the first to drive away in a 2018 Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
In tonight's edition of the Dream 18, we visit Misty Creek Country Club in East Sarasota.
That's right. Scott braved some chilly weather to play the course's most challenging hole. Take a look.
Welcome to beautiful Misty Creek Country Club on a very chilly morning as we tape this for the Dream 18. Head pro Bruce Harris. Bruce, thanks for having us out here today.
My pleasure.
We're going to play, thanks a lot for this, the toughest hole on the course.
Yes, this is par 4, of course. If you're looking down over my shoulder, we're going to be teeing off and hitting over the water to an elevated fairway down there. So we're trying to fit our tee shot in between the bunker and the woods and hit it as far as we possibly can.
But otherwise, it should be kind of easy.
Yeah, for you it'll be easy. For me it'll be more of a challenge.
Yeah, right. All right, let's try it. Let's try it up.
Probably about 180 yards total to the flag. Okay, very good.
Well, it looks good, Bruce. Be right. A little too much?
Yep.
Way too
Just
much.
a little bit, but right over
Wow.
it.
Turn.
Settle.
Turn. Go in.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on. I
Hey,
scared
you backed
didn't
me
I?
off. Oh, good effort. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Bruce, thanks so much for having us out here today. Nice
welcome.
par. I had
you.
a 6, not the best, but I got to experience why this is the toughest hole out.
You did. You
Yeah.
did. And it can get you, and it did. So, like I said, it's built along the preserve, and there's a lot of hazards and a lot of challenge here.
Well, it's a
on the
beautiful
number 1
course,
handicap hole. Yes.
and we appreciate you having us out here.
Yeah,
today.
my pleasure.
All right.
Thanks again.
Thanks again, Bruce.
Okay.
And we'll see you next time on the Dream 18. I'm blaming the cold weather.
Yeah.
There you go.
43 degrees. Couldn't I tee
That's
off.
tough to
Hands
hit
get
that
cold.
ball. Yeah, hands get cold. I tell you what, it's not about the score; it's how you look, and you look marvelous on that
Oh.
swing. Always got a great swing, Scott.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
I don't always get the results that you do, though. Yeah. So again, we're watching, keeping track of our app and watching the temperatures as they plunge tonight.
Yeah, I mean, some people are concerned about their sensitive plants, and I would always err on the caution of being on the safe side and cover them, bring them in if you can, and take care of your small pets as well.
Yes.
Yep. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today, and named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. La! It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
I'll be right back.
Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, what was once impossible is happening today for thousands of patients with blood cancer.
I live.
I live. I live. I live.
I live.
She lives.
Because of the research done by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in the battle against blood cancer.
If you had a chance to support the research that is saving lives, what would you do?
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.